What's happening, everyone? Coming to you today with a very important video as we're going into the second lockdown and gyms are closing. Everyone's going to be maxing out, so I want to teach you how to max out so you do it safely and you're not injured for the whole month. First things first, when you're going to be maxing out, do not change anything on the day. Okay, whatever you've been doing, that's what you have to do on the day. Don't try this new technique, don't try this new bracing or this new hand position, foot position. Whatever you've been doing for that whole year or all your life, that's what you're gonna have to max out in. That's what's gonna be best for you. It's gonna give you the best chance of not getting injured, and performing your best. The second thing, stop exhausting yourself on your warm-ups. Okay, the warm-up, it should be just enough to prime your body to get all the muscles that need to be activated. You shouldn't be exhausted. You shouldn't be sweating out your ass. And your top set should be your top set. You shouldn't have to do no big sets beforehand. I see a lot of people do like a 5x5 and then go for a 1 rep max or like something like that, where they do all these reps and then they go for their top rep, and then it's like, you're exhausted. Why are you doing that? Okay, third thing we got to do, we need to establish what kind of PR are you going for. Are you going to be going for a 1 rep max? Are you going to be going for a volume PR, which means like loads of reps? If you're going for a 1 rep max, you got to remember it's a skill to lift something for 1 rep. Okay, it's not easy and it takes practice. So what you need to be doing is practicing that 1 rep max, and you do that in your warm-ups, and you can do a bunch of different warm-ups where you're taking the lighter weight for a few more ones. Okay, so don't do a bunch of 20s and 10s and 5 reps as you're warming up, to practice a 1 rep max. Do a bunch of 1 rep maxes as you're warming up, 1 reps, 1 reps, 1 rep, so you can get used to that feeling of putting everything into that 1 rep. Same thing if you're doing doubles or triples, or you're doing a volume PR. In the warm-ups, try to emulate those reps, so when you're doing your top set, it's a bit easier and you kind of understand how you're going to have to brace, how it's going to feel, how tight you have to be for those 3 reps or those 2 reps, and that's what's going to get you that PR safely. And last but not least, you guys need to be getting in your sleep and your food and your water. If you're dehydrated and you're trying to go for these top weights, when it kind of separates from like the amateurs to the top guys is the hydration and how you're nourished for your workouts. Make sure your water's up, make sure your calories are up, you've got plenty of energy for the day, and make sure you slept properly. If you haven't slept properly, you're gonna get injured, you're not gonna have a good session. That's all I got for you today. Share with a friend, have fun, max out safely, so you can actually do some other training in lockdown part 2. You'll see some stuff from me here in the future about my outdoor training and what I can provide for you guys. Look out for that. Top Fairground Clothing, Gym, Fairground Fitness. Doses.